Have you ever had that feeling? That tingling sense that a younger woman might be thinking about you in ways she doesn't dare to say out loud? Sometimes, the strongest desires are whispered not in words, but in gestures, in stolen glances, in moments that seem innocent, but aren't. If you know what to look for, you'll realize the signs have been there all along, hiding in plain sight. Tonight, we're going to uncover those hidden clues, one by one. Watch closely. Listen carefully, because once you recognize the signals, nothing will ever look the same again. The first sign, it's all in the way she moves. When she leans into your personal space, closer than necessary, it's not just casual friendliness, it's a magnetic pull she can't resist. Her body seeks your presence, craving a closeness she's not yet ready to admit. Watch how the air changes when she moves near you. It's not just space she's crossing, it's a boundary. Next, pay attention to her words. They seem harmless at first, little jokes, playful comments, but listen deeper. She flirts at the edge of forbidden topics, slipping innuendos into casual conversation. It's not accidental, it's an invitation, a challenge, a dare. Will you pick up the game she's playing without even saying it outright? And then there's the curiosity. If she's asking about your love life, not just politely but intently, she's doing more than making conversation. She's painting herself into the empty spaces of your story. She wants to know, is there room for her? Is there a place where she could fit into your desires, your dreams, and your nights? Her body betrays her even when she tries to hide it. Those accidental brushes of her hand against yours, a light bump in a crowded hallway, the gentle press of her arm lingering longer than it should. One time could be an accident. 2 times, maybe coincidence. But when it keeps happening, when you can feel the electricity crackle in those fleeting touches, understand, it's not by chance. Then there's a detail so subtle, so primal, it's almost instinctual. Her lips, watch them closely. When a woman bites or licks her lips while looking at you, it's often unconscious, a visceral response to rising attraction. She's not thinking about it, her body is, and it's screaming a truth she might never dare to say. Compliments reveal even more. If she notices your haircut, your shirt, the way your shoulders look, and tells you, not once, but often, she's not just being polite. Each compliment is a breadcrumb, a hint, a secret confession hidden in plain sight. She's admiring you, wanting you, testing if you notice. And then there's the screen between you. At first, texting is innocent, a quick reply, a friendly check-in. But slowly it shifts. Suddenly, her messages are filled with playful teasing, subtle flirtation, hints that make you think twice or 3 times. Texts that end with a wink emoji, a daring question, a provocative what if. She's pushing the boundary, one word at a time, daring you to push it back. Humor becomes a weapon too. Notice how she laughs, a little too hard, a little too long, at jokes that tip into the risque, or how she's not afraid to make a few of her own. Her laughter isn't just about the joke, it's about comfort, boldness, an unspoken agreement. We can talk about this, because we're thinking about it. The eyes, the oldest and most honest messengers. If she holds your gaze just a fraction too long, if there's a glimmer, a sparkle, a softness you can't quite describe, that's not casual. That's not friendly. That's a whisper through her stare asking you to see her, not just the surface, but the storm underneath. And what about the teasing? It's not random. Playful jabs, light insults, competitive dares, they're laced with electricity. Every word is a challenge. Will you play back? Will you meet her fire with your own? She's not just teasing. She's setting the stage for something deeper, riskier, more real. The changes don't stop at conversation. When she knows she's going to see you, she starts to look different. The outfit fits just a little tighter. The neckline dips just a little lower. Her hair, her makeup, her scent, every detail fine-tuned, not for everyone, but for you. She wants you to notice. She wants you to feel the weight of her presence before she even says a word. Even her online world becomes a playground for attraction. If she's liking your photos, dropping cheeky comments, sending you private messages, she's not just being social. She's entering your personal space. Digital first, physical next. A like here, a DM there. And suddenly, the distance between you doesn't feel so wide. Her glances speak volumes too. A lingering look across a room. A sly smile when you catch her watching. Raised eyebrows at an inside joke. All tiny electric moments that say far more than any words could. Watch her hands. Not just where they touch you, but where they touch herself. Running fingers through her hair, tracing the rim of her glass, lightly brushing her neck or collarbone. These gestures draw your eyes, pull you closer without a sound. Opportunities to be alone with you don't just happen. She creates them, suggesting to stay late, inviting you to work together, finding any reason to have you all to herself, away from curious eyes, away from interruption. Because in the quiet, everything unspoken grows louder. And notice, when you casually touch her, even lightly, how does she react? Does her breath catch? Does her smile flash brighter? Does she lean in, not away? That flicker, that split-second pulse, it's real, it's raw. She's not indifferent, she feels it too. You might even notice she starts to mirror you, the way you lean, the way you talk. It's not copying, it's connection. Her subconscious is syncing with yours, pulling her closer to you even without a word. And if she's consistently closing the distance between you, standing too close, brushing against you, leaning so near you can hear her breath, know that this is no accident. She wants proximity. She wants possibility. And then there's the real tell. The riskiest move. When she weaves subtle sexual innuendos into conversation, bold enough to make you wonder, but soft enough to deny if called out. It's a dance, a tease, a delicate game of how far can we go before it's undeniable. And sometimes, when the chemistry is just too strong to hide, she'll go even further. She'll ask about your fantasies, your desires, the things you dream about but never say aloud. Not because she's nosy, because she's curious if her fantasies match yours. Now that you know the signs, what will you do when you see them in her smile, in her eyes, in her touch? The truth is, attraction isn't always shouted. Sometimes it's whispered, it's hinted, it's wrapped in a glance, a joke, a breathless pause. Are you ready to hear it? Or will you walk away, forever wondering what might have been? Because sometimes, the chance of a lifetime isn't a loud knock at the door. Sometimes, it's just a look, a smile, a whisper your heart was waiting to hear.